I had to restart recording because I was swearing too early in the video. Anyways, howdy folks, welcome back to another video. We're here for another Brandon Herrera Darwin Awards video, so yeah, you know it's gonna be good, yeah. Originally I was gonna react to one of his cursed gun images video, but the one I was reacting to, I do not know enough gun knowledge to criticize too much of that, yeah. I'm more so skilled and knowledgeable in the field of, you know, things you shouldn't do with them, I guess, because, you know, common sense, yeah. So that's why we're here for this, so, yeah. Anyways, I got nothing else for this intro, so we're gonna jump right into it, so let's go and do that now, shall we? Oh, before we do that, hey, Texas District 23, vote for Brandon! Yeah, I keep remembering that that Brandon's called the AK guy on Twitter, so I should probably look at that AK-50 video at some point. I see disappointment.
It's almost like this is exactly why you typically don't have people standing in front of your line of fire. What is up, you?
Oh boy, we're about to see some stupid shit.
Sexy
then again, when don't we in one of these videos?
You mother lovers, and welcome back to another episode of the Darwin Awards. Some of my most watched and least monetizable videos. I'm your host, Brandon Herrera.
Is this one? Oh, and yep, this one's age restricted.
And as we say around here, guns are awesome.
Yeah.
Idiots are not.
True.
When you put the two of those things together, sometimes you end up with the winner of a Darwin Award. Darwin Award, of course, being the reward that you get when you remove yourself from the gene pool.
Yeah.
You've done your part to help evolution, and the fittest continue to survive. Now, the primary purpose of this series is to be educational. Yeah, we crack more than our fair share of fucked up jokes, but the purpose is to use that as a teaching tool to show you where they fucked up safety-wise and how to make sure it never happens to you.
Yeah.
So YouTube, please remember that this is educational content meant to
remember that, YouTube.
Responsible gun ownership, gun safety. Please. Anyhow, let's just jump right into the first couple clips. Let's start with bad training exercises. Okay. So for our first clip, we have some sort of either Mexican, Central, South American police officer doing a very advanced tactical drill.
Okay.
Which is spin around in circles with a loaded rifle and then try to engage targets while you're dizzy.
Spin around and... okay.
When I'm impressed by the creativity of this sort of tactical exercise and see no way that this could possibly go wrong.
Totally no way this could go wrong.
Spin around in circles with a loaded AR-15. Great start.
Yep, that should go well.
Engages the targets fairly well.
Okay.
Oh, now he has to do it with a pistol.
Okay.
Oh! And shoots himself right through the leg while reholstering. I just noticed that on the shirt too. He's federal police.
Oh, great.
Federal. Policia Federal. Oh, God. That's... See, he doesn't even try to reholster.
Yeah.
Fires.
And he's just walking like it didn't happen.
On the trigger.
But that's the adrenaline. Like, once the adrenaline wears off, he's gonna feel that. Like, just give it a sec.
Oh, jeez. What the hell? See, my first time watching this, I thought it was some sort of obstruction. Like when he's trying to re-enter the holster, but now that I see this like on the big screen, I was watching this before on my phone, now I see it on my computer. he doesn't even like touch the holster really, he just slams that fucking trigger again while he's going for the holster. No. And sails around.
Which he shouldn't have had his finger on when he was trying to reholster the thing.
Directly through his leg, you can see it here. Yep, right there.
And he's still walking.
He's feeling his leg. Like, yeah, brother, that's blood. You just shot yourself.
Yeah.
Probably just a grazing hit. He obviously wasn't too freaked out by it, so hopefully
I didn't know it was a grazing hit. I thought it just went directly in there. Okay.
You know, he's all right. He is lucky it was just a graze, though. Funny thing about your legs. There's a lot of meaty shit in there that likes to bleed.
Yeah.
You put a bullet through your femoral artery, and you don't put a tourniquet on it immediately, you're unconscious and probably dead before you can say, I thought it was a prop gun. Yeah, lucky for this guy. Was it stupid? Yes.
Yes.
But he just seemed like he got a little graze. He'll be fine.
Okay.
So you got to choose your holsters carefully and remember one of the primary 4 rules of gun safety. Keep your finger off the trigger until to fire.
Yeah, I was about to say that, you know, don't put your finger on the trigger when you're putting it up. Maybe have safety on too for double safety, you know. Just so you don't accidentally shoot yourself.
Unless you're intentionally sailing around through that leg to get that sweet, sweet Bolivian workers' comp. This one's not great, but the next one is worse.
Oh,
so
boy.
for our next entry, we have another Spanish-speaking country with some sort of tactical training drill.
Okay.
From what it seems like
Curious to see how this is gonna go bad.
cops.
Oh,
Let's see what
boy.
kind of wonderful tactical training they're about to do.
Here we go. All right.
Failure to fire. Okay, nice.
Okay.
Okay, before we even get to this part, what the hell are they trying to train for?
I'm
Like, I understand
curious
practicing
too.
bounding movement.
And also, is the guy behind him getting ready to like shoot over his head or something?
things like that, and covering your buddies during a reload, but they're literally just pirouetting around each other with behind no cover, or using their friend as cover. Not a great idea.
Yeah.
Although in this case, there's obviously quite a lot of cover there. Let's see what happens here.
All right. Jesus.
Now, why you would ever be engaging targets with your gun on top of your buddy's
Yeah,
head
like
is-
just that's what I was like. Oh boy! All right, I had to pause it because the dog was barking. I didn't want too much of that to be in the video, and I forgot what I was gonna say. But either I'm hoping those were blanks, because you know this could have gone really bad. Granted, I need someone recommend I watch a Kentucky Ballistic videos on like how lethal blanks are. I probably should react to that at some point. But point is, I'm hoping it was, because there's probably still a chance that it was an actual bullet and dude just barely survived because it hit his hat. I would hope they're blanks though.
beyond me. It's almost like this is exactly why you typically don't have people standing in front of your line of fire. Now, luckily, it looks like he just blows his buddy's hat off.
Yeah.
And maybe gives him a nice little haircut.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
this didn't end fatal for anybody.
Thank God.
Yeah, if you ever go to a tactical training course and they have you doing a shit like this,
They don't
do
know what
yourself
they're
a favor
doing.
and leave that training
Yeah, just leave because they don't know what they're doing, evidently.
class and then charge back that class with your credit card.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna get you killed. Because ultimately, your part-time mall security job just ain't worth it. But I'll tell you about a security gig that is worth it. Cybersecurity, that is. That's right. I want to quickly thank our sponsor, NordVPN, for helping me not go broke making videos like this.
Moment I heard cybersecurity, I was like, sponsor
See, videos
time.
like this are all about range safety, but how much time do you spend on the range versus how much time you spend online? For those of you in Europe,
Almost
probably
my whole
100%. So given that, maybe it's time to take online security a little more seriously. What better way than NordVPN? NordVPN allows you to feel secure in everything you do online without losing connection speed. Password managers, file encryption, shielding your online activities from criminals or other surveillance. Got a TV show that's only available to watch in other countries? Well, guess what? Now you can. You can access the global internet while also securing all of your devices, up to 6 devices on one account. Best of all, during the Cyber Month deal they're offering, if you get the 2-year plan, you get 1 additional month completely free. Be sure to either use the code Herrera or click the links down in the description and in the pinned comment. We greatly appreciate Nord supporting the channel. Back to the Darwin Awards. Alright, let's see what we got for this next video. Ah, a female with a gun! I'm just kidding.
It's the most terrifying thing ever. And in the month of Halloween, how appropriate time.
I gotta keep you on your toes. 'Tis not the holder of the gun that is the problem, it is the behavior. So let's check this one out.
All right, let's see this. What?
Of course, this is in Russia. I'm assuming Russia. That's definitely some Cyrillic-based language. So let's check this out. So she's got what I guess appears to be a Beretta of some sort, I would assume. Just by, I don't know, the look of it and the way she's swinging it around. I don't know, could be a Makarov variant or something like that too, come to think of it. Berettas are a little bigger. I don't know, unless she's like giant.
Yeah, I just want to know why we're pointing it up in the sky. I just want to know why we're doing that.
Either way, not relevant. So she tries to fire, and it's a click. It's a hammer-fired gun, so she hears a click. Click, click, click. She thinks it's unloaded, or that it's a dud, or whatever, so she starts just swinging that bitch around.
Yeah, that's not a good... That's predicting something really bad's going to happen whenever something... whenever it decides to... It wants to go off, yeah.
And then, surprise!
There it goes!
It was loaded.
Yep.
Let's see that again with a little bit more volume. Yeah, with this frame right here, we have the literal smoking gun.
Yep.
So, Brandon, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ. Well, at least based on the sound of it, and like, hold on, go back to.
Yeah, with this.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't know why I thought this was like. It sounds like it hit like the roof of something that was like over them, like, you know, those gas station roofs they got over the pumps. Granted, I don't think they're, well, maybe they are at a gas station. I don't know. I saw this and I was like, is there a pump there? Probably not. I can't tell. But I'd prefer, but it sounds like it hit like maybe like an overhead roof or something. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it hit some inanimate object, and I'd prefer a bullet hit an inanimate object than an actual person when we have crazy shit like this happening. But, you know, preferably no accidents like this happening, but if one's gonna happen, preferably hit inanimate objects rather than someone that's alive, yeah.
Frame right here, we have the literal smoking gun. So, Brandon, what the fuck happened here? If it was loaded, why didn't it go off? So let me show you. This right here is a Beretta M92 variant. I did a video on this that nobody watched. This just to show clear.
Okay.
There's no magazine, obviously no round in the chamber. So I can pull the trigger, click, nothing happens. Thing is with this and a lot of other hammer-fired guns, it's double action, which means you could just pull the trigger again, and the hammer will actually recock itself through a heavy trigger pull, and it can fire, or not fire multiple times, but you can pull the trigger multiple times, and the hammer will always reset and re-engage the firing pin. Now, what happened with Tatiana here is she probably had what is called a light strike. This is a 9mm bullet. On the back of it is a centerfire cartridge, so it has a primer right there in the middle of the back of the cartridge. What happens is when you pull a trigger on a gun like this, the hammer goes forward, makes contact with the firing pin moves forward to strike that primer. Sometimes if you have kind of an old firing pin or a weak hammer or just bad ammo, hard primer, a lot of things that can cause this, you'll get what's called a light strike, where the firing pin makes contact with the primer, but it doesn't set off the round. One of the ways you can handle this, obviously, if it's an ammo problem, is you can just clear the gun, chamber a new round, and try again. But because this is double action, what you can also do is keep pulling the trigger, because that firing pin is going to keep engaging that cartridge. You can try that once or twice, and in this case, it was just enough, a little extra oomph to set off the round.
Yep, seems like it.
So just because your round doesn't go off doesn't mean it's safe to start
maybe
swinging.
it didn't hit like something like some overhead roof. Maybe that was just the sound of the gun going off. I don't know. I don't know.
Around everywhere. Remember, treat every firearm as if it's loaded.
True.
Especially when you know it is.
Yeah, like, don't do this. Like, don't just wave it around. Just don't just be waving that bitch around, just repeatedly pulling the trigger. Don't wave it around, period. Just, yeah, like you said, treat it like it's loaded at all times. You should. Also, I like how I ended up pausing on her doing a pog/soy face right now.
Now I can already hear you guys saying, Brandon, nobody's died so far this episode of Darwin Awards. This is bullshit. This is, a Darwin Award. You're supposed to die, right? First of all, you're disappointed you're not watching people fucking die?
Yeah, like what?
It's a little fucked up.
Why would you come into a video wishing to see somebody die? That's disgusting.
Secondly, like I said before, this is an educational, edutainment kind of video showing you scenarios that could win you a Darwin Award. But don't worry, for you sickos out there, I'm pretty sure in these next clips, somebody at some point fucking dies. So here's the setup. You want to be patriotic,
just look out for the live leak. Then you'll probably see some along the lines of that. Yeah.
Really just fuck around in your backyard. So you buy one of those 50 cal signal cannons. I imagine the kind of guys who buy these are the same kind of guys who build those little miniature ships in the bottle. But it's good fun.
Okay, I don't know how this is gonna go at all, because I don't know how these work. So this is completely foreign to me. We'll see what happens.
It's kind of cool to own a little kind of semi-functional cannon.
Okay.
The only problem with that is it involves you playing with black powder.
Okay.
Can sometimes be a cruel mistress, especially when you leave the cap off by accident.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oh! Woo!
Jesus Christ. So yeah, if you're going to be setting off black powder, typically now.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know too much about this whole thing, but My suggestion is, don't keep the bottle of black powder next to the tiny little cannon you're firing. Just, keep it like a good safe distance away from it, That's my guess on how to safely do this. Yeah. So, yeah.
Not a good idea.
At least from the knowledge I know. Yeah.
To have your open container of black powder sitting, I don't know, 1.5 feet from it. Bad call. Although
I didn't even know it was open. I mean, I'm seeing a white thing over it. I thought that was the lid, but maybe it's open or not. I don't know.
I don't see
or maybe it blew. I don't know.
Of it going in. That's what she said. Like, starting this over. Like... Yeah, you can see that kind of randomly flare up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think the lid was on, and it looked like it shot up and then blew up.
It's still funny to watch. That fucking still frame. Oh, no.
Bro, it looked like just one when that thing was set on fire, it looked like just like one singular frame later, and this is what it turns into. Like, you can see the jar of the black powder, and then next singular frame you see this. Jesus.
Oh. Yeah, because
actually, let's go back. I'm curious as to. Hate how slow this is. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, maybe the jar was open. And there it goes. Going up like that. And that. Jesus. One frame later. And just there you go. Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Yeah, because there's nothing happens over on the black powder side until it does.
Yeah. Maybe a spark got caught into it. Maybe is that how it gets set off?
Well. The good news.
My guess is that something got caught in there from the blast that set that up. Or set it off. Yeah, that's my guess, anyways.
Despite this looking like a fucking hand grenade went off, he's most likely okay.
Black
powder's very dangerous, it's very unstable, but
evidently.
when you just have like a basic open plastic container like that, doesn't really build as much pressure as, say, like in a cannon barrel, something going wrong there. Compared to things like smokeless powder and any actual real explosives, it burns pretty slow, so homeboy probably got the fucking shit scared out of him, and probably some burns and things like that, but he's fine.
Hopefully nothing
crazy. I
crazy.
eat my words and I find out like he fucking died brutally.
Hopefully
but speaking
not.
of explosions, it's time to talk about RPGs.
Oh boy.
We've had more than our fair share of RPGs on the Darwin Awards in the past. This first one isn't really a Darwin Award because the guy doing it isn't the one that got affected by it, but it was still great, and I think it deserves an honorable mention.
Okay.
Now this one comes from either Syria or Libya, something like that. I can't specifically remember where I saw this, but you have some people in the streets who are clearly not very happy, to the tune that they are trying to shoot rockets at someone at a faraway building. The problem is when your target is all the way over there, and between you and your target is the corner of an apartment building, you should probably be pretty careful about where you're throwing that rocket.
Maybe want to get a bit more distance too, just to be safe.
Oh no. Just gonna go out on a limb and say that hopefully these buildings were evacuated at this point.
I would hope so.
Man, the streets are a shit show down there. Good thing I'm safe in my 4th-story apartment.
Yeah, safe.
I love his buddy in the white shirt immediately after. It's just like, Habib, what the fuck, bro? Yeah,
like maybe he wasn't trying to hit that building and was trying to hit the one in front of that and just accidentally hit it. Maybe that's why he's like that. It was like, what the fuck? You missed. You hit the wrong one.
That one's not great, but at least that one was an accident. It wasn't something that somebody was doing on purpose, like this next one.
Oh boy.
This one comes to you from Lebanon. Apparently there was a big problem with a fuel shortage, and they are celebrating the arrival of gasoline to their town.
Okay.
What better way of celebrating?
I don't like the context of this. They're celebrating the arrival of fuel, that being gasoline, and we're celebrating with a rocket launcher. I don't like these two things being put in the same sentence. This is, oh boy, this is definitely going to evolve into something. Yeah.
Celebrating that to fire a fucking RPG in the air.
Yeah, let's just and a car driving by. We're doing this. Is this a public area?
Hold on, I'm just gonna talk about how fucking sketch it is. Okay, hold up. There is no way. I'm going to the fucking Middle East, and I'm seeing a homeboy with an RPG loaded over his shoulder, signaling me to stop my truck.
Yeah.
I'm running that motherfucker over.
Yeah. Like just.
He's just
Like,
like,
I'm getting the hell out of there.
I'm just gonna fire this.
And
in
then
the
he's
fucking
got
air.
and then he's got his homeboy with him too, with like some form of assault rifle, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ,
like, Jesus. You know, there's a saying when we talk about firing guns in the air.
the back blast knocked that barrel, like just destroyed that barrel. Okay, it didn't destroy it, but it knocked it down.
Jesus. You know, there's a saying when we talk about firing guns in the air. Other than
It comes
don't
down.
fucking do that.
Yeah.
The saying is, what goes up must come down.
Yeah.
That applies to bullets. That's why firing in the air is a terrible idea. It's how a lot of people every year get really hurt. You know what
I
else
bet.
it applies to?
Rocket
High
launch-
explosive
yeah.
ordnance. Fucking killer screenshot, by the way.
Yeah.
Sure would be a shame if you're celebrating that brand new truck of gas in your town and a random fucking rocket comes down
And hits all the gas too.
obliterates the truck. That
Yeah.
would be a little awkward, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, like just.
RPGs do have a minimum arming distance, but I don't think they have a maximum arming distance, which means that if that comes down nose first, it's still blowing the fuck up. Like that game they used to play, I guess when the Boy Scouts were fucking suicidal. You have to take a bow and arrow and shoot it up in the
Oh,
air, and
Jesus
everybody
Christ,
has to stand
that.
in the circle and just kind of wait
Ugh.
and play chicken. It's like that.
Yeah, that's just. The people who came up with people who came up with that game clearly do not value life, and it's just like, what the hell? Why is this a thing? Why did someone go out and make a game where people get like next to each other and shoot an arrow into the sky and wait for it to fall down? Like, no, just no. You're not. No, you ain't gonna catch me doing that type of fuck shit, okay? I may want to do some crazy stuff and all that, but I'm not trying to do something that's gonna get me killed like that, okay? Just no.
Except again with high explosive ordnance. So up next we have what I think is the best video of this entire episode.
Okay.
Another RPG one. Who'd have guessed? Before we do, I just want to say if you're enjoying the
Oh,
content.
by the way, since we are talking about RPGs, yes, shooting an RPG is one of the stupid things I really want to do. Okay? I do. I just want to blow up some, like, huge vehicle with it, with no one in it. Yeah. I just want to do that, alright? Yeah.
And you like this kind of style, please consider subscribing. We do some range videos. We also do stuff like gun meme review, curse gun images. So if you're new around here and you're liking this style of content, hit that subscribe button. Shameless plug over. RPGs. All right, so this one is a Middle Eastern wedding convoy.
Of course.
That's a fucking wedding. Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a while since we saw one. Like, yeah, and here we are, and just that's how I already know something's gonna go wrong here. Middle Eastern wedding, there's an RPG around here. Something's gonna go horribly wrong.
It's been like one wedding mishap for every episode of the Darwin Awards so far. So here we
We've
go.
kind of gone like 2 episodes without it. Well, actually, was there one of the last 2? I don't know. I don't remember.
Got our little wedding convoy. Got people sticking.
Please tell me we are not about to shoot one from inside of a car. Oh no! Oh no!
Guns, shotguns, boom tubes, whatever, out the windows to celebrate. But do you know what's better than a shotgun? An RPG. Ugh, fuck. Well, that settles that. I'm never getting fucking married. But you know what?
Yeah,
I actually have a
especially
theory.
in the Middle East.
So this has been everywhere on the internet, saying that it was an RPG. Somebody shot an RPG out the fucking window, and the backblast is what kills everybody in this fucking car. I'm starting to think that's not what fucking happened. So this is an RPG-7.
Of course we just have one.
In Circle 10, RPG-7. The way this works is after loading your rocket, you have a little firing mechanism here, so you pull this hammer back, and then you pull pulled the trigger. Releases the hammer, strikes a firing pin, which ignites the rocket. Now, as you can see in some of the other videos, it's not a slow burn. As soon as that trigger's pulled, that rocket is out of there. There's a primary charge in these RPGs. It doesn't have to build up pressure and then slowly it like rockets out the front.
Right.
It is launched, and the rocket motor keeps burning after it's launched to keep it moving. All right, I'm done flexing this. I can this right now. I'm not even fucking kidding you. It's not until I pulled it up on this big computer screen that I figured this out. Like, I'm figuring this out in real time. If you look at this video again, which I'm happy to do because it's hilarious, you see there's a buildup.
Yeah.
Like, in this frame here, there's clearly fire going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
And then fire and smoke. More smoke, lots of smoke.
And then disaster.
And then you hear the boom.
Yeah.
And then everybody fucking bails and tucks and rolls. And that's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not awesome.
Yeah, that's... I can only hope they're alive. I know they're definitely not okay, but I can only hope they're alive, yeah.
For them. Like I said, this video is all over the internet, Reddit, Instagram, everything like that, depending on what kind of fucked up people you follow, saying that this was an RPG fired inside of a vehicle. And that's what I thought it was, because backblast is fucking lethal, as we've proved on Darwin Awards before. Backblast being that equal and opposite reaction that pushes the rocket forward that shoots out the rear of the fucking tube. The hot jet of pressurized skull fuck. Not the thing you want enclosed in a four-door sedan. Yeah. What might have actually happened, at least from my eyes, might be closer to our signal cannon patriotic music guy.
Oh, that.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but that looks damn near identical.
Yeah,
That
maybe that is what happened.
Smoke, you see a bunch of smoke.
Yeah, maybe that is what happened, but just a different type of thing, but with, black powder and everything, yeah. I don't know.
You see the jet go back down. And
maybe it wasn't an RPG.
Boom, then you get an explosion. The timelines almost match up perfectly, too. Call me crazy, but what I think actually happened is they had those like black powders. Why I said like boomsticks or whatever. Yeah. They got like these black powder shotgun looking things that they use in wedding ceremonies and things like that in the Middle East. Basically just a blunderbuss kind of thing that's meant for theatrics. Black powder obviously makes a bunch of like smoke and flame and whatnot. Looks the best.
Yeah, I'm with Brandon on that one. Yeah, I don't think it was an RPG. I'm thinking it was that. Yeah.
What I think is happening is that they're shooting this and loading it or whatever, and loading it in hot bores inside of a vehicle, something like that.
Yeah.
A little piece of ember is all it takes.
Yeah.
If you've got open black powder to just light the whole fucking thing up, and I would bet money that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I would too.
Because you can even see it's exactly what's happening. Ooh, okay, I got another detail. Hold on. Is it just me, or did that not look like it went off all the way? Like, it looked like maybe the percussion cap? Okay, oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm going like fucking CSI on that, but this is like really cool. So the percussion cap, if you have like an old black powder gun, is the cap that goes right here on the cylinder that when the hammer is released, it goes forward, smacks that, and it is a little tiny explosion. It's kind of like the primer on a centerfire cartridge. Back in the day, they didn't have contained cartridges, so they just used actual little percussion caps that serve the same purpose on reloading black powder. I would imagine they're using something similar here. That looks like it might have been just a little percussion cap thing goes off, but not the full recoil, and the smoke doesn't shoot out the front of the barrel until afterward. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
But it sure looks like that to me. And then he's hanging it back out the front again. Now that looked like it went off. What a crazy video. I did not expect it to go that direction. I thought I was just going to make fun of them for, either A, watching their buddy load a fucking RPG in the backseat of their sedan, or at the very least, get in with their buddy to into a sedan with a loaded and ready RPG.
Yeah.
Not great decision making.
Both things I would not allow anyone to get in my car with, because I'm like, look, I like the fact that you're thinking big and bringing explosives. I like explosives, but get that shit out of my car, okay? You're not coming into my car with that, okay?
But honestly, this makes a lot more sense. That's what I think happened in this video.
Like, if you're gonna blow something up, it's gonna be something that isn't mine, okay?
Let me know what you thought happened. That just makes the most sense to me. Let me know if you found something I didn't catch.
I'm with Brandon on this.
I'm totally off base on this, or if you agree with my assessment. Yeah.
If someone in the comments knows for sure what happens, then let me know too. So yeah.
That's a good reminder that black powder is no joke.
Yeah.
Black powder guns might be super cool and way less regulated than actual firearms, but we have to keep in mind they're still very dangerous.
Yeah.
I think that is all we've got for you guys this episode of the Darwin Awards, but not to worry. If you haven't seen the other 5 episodes of the Darwin Awards we've done in the past, we've got that playlist. I'll go ahead and link that down in the description and in the pinned comment. They are pretty much all age restricted, so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But that one's
all
on
for
YouTube.
one. All except one so far.
But they're down available to watch if you want to. Other than that, I just appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video.
Appreciate
And
you
as
for
always,
making
I
this.
will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks, guys.
All right.
My obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top.
This song's a banger.
Yes, we crack more than a couple of fucked up jokes, but the purpose of that is to use them to teach you the proper way to handle firearms and things so that this doesn't fuck. Yeah, we crack more than our fair share of fucked up jokes, but the purpose is to use that to teach you guys where they went wrong safety-wise and how the... Fuck.
I was getting interrupted from whatever the
fuck
hell
was
that
that
was.
noise?
Yeah, exactly. What type of notification is that? That's a different notification noise I've never heard before.
And the...
And, oh, his camera froze.
Fantastic.
Alright, that was great. That's another Darwin's of lovely, great Darwin. Oh, my God. Why can I not talk correctly? I've been having issues with this all weekend. Anyways, I really enjoyed this video. It was really good, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, check out the original. It'll be linked in the description below. And go support Brandon Herrera for making this. It'll be linked down below as well. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications so don't miss anything. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.